Now for the learning strategy, how do we do that? How do we conduct these classes so that you actually learn things? Well, I've been running this subject and a number of other subjects for enough years to get a reasonable idea of what works pretty well. Now this is a postgraduate subject, so there's not much point in sitting you down and saying, do this or remember that. You are expected to solve reasonably good sized problems. So the learning strategy that I've adopted is that the knowledge about these things is widely available. You can look up YouTube for quality assurance or quality management. You can look up, Google will give you a lot of information, and I think by now there's probably a course on Udacity or edX or Coursera. Now to be fair, I couldn't see a good course on quality management either on YouTube or on Coursera or on edX. And there are reasons for this. I suspect it won't be long before there is one, but right at the moment there is not. Nevertheless, a lot of information is available about quality assurance and quality management, and it's there. Now I don't think it's a good use of your time or my time for you to be sitting in a room and for me to be talking to you. So I've recorded all of the lectures, and they're available as videos, and they're all actually on YouTube. They're just not put up there. They just put up there as videos, and you're pointed to them through UTS Online. I don't publish it as a public course in quality management. That's a bit beyond my scope. Now, from experience, at a lot of studies, you only learn something when you have to do something. So guess what? In my tutorials, you're going to be doing something. Initially, you'll be thinking of how do we solve this problem, or how does that relate, or what are these things. We'll have some discussion about it, and we'll have some recommendations about what works well. Now, I can't compel you to participate. You are encouraged to participate, and as much as possible, I try to make it a safe environment for people to venture their opinions, even when they're not sure whether they're right or not. And as most of us are, we're terribly afraid of looking a fool in front of everybody. Now I try to ensure that doesn't happen, and your suggestions and questions we treated seriously, except if you're going to play the class clown, in which case we will have jokes too. Now the concepts and the context of those concepts are practiced in class discussions. Now a big part of this subject is going to be involved in the major project that you do, and we'll describe that a little bit later. And that project is going to involve you going off and investigating something and coming back and reporting to other people what you found, and they are going to listen and critique what you've done. So that's roughly the teaching and learning.